I recently finished a buddy read with two of my favorite bookstagrammers on this book right here. It's called Azadi, and it's a collection of essays on freedom, fascism, and fiction by Indian novelist Arundhati Roy. And in the process of reading it, I was confirmed in a belief that I've held for a long time, namely that every culture is both beautiful and broken. Therefore, every culture should be approached with sincere appreciation and sober apprehension. With sincere appreciation because there is no culture that is all bad. There are things in every culture that are genuinely good and commendable. And with sober apprehension because there is no culture that is all good. There are things in every culture that are harmful, and if allowed to go unchecked, will eat away at its beauty like a cancer. And that is the difference between an uncritical nationalism and a healthy patriotism. Nationalism says, we're superior, we're the best, period. Patriotism says, while we can appreciate many of the great things about our country, we can also acknowledge there are areas that need to be corrected. Roy is an example of the healthy kind of patriotism. She writes in the spirit of James Baldwin when he said, "I love America more than any other country in the world, and exactly for this reason, I insist on the right to criticize her perpetually." And she does so with tremendous amounts of courage. She's an example that we unfortunately need in America. For as she describes the rise of fascism in India, it felt so uncomfortably familiar with what is happening here in real time. Consider the following lines. Suddenly, things that would have been unthinkable to say in public became acceptable, officially acceptable. Virile national pride, which had more to do with hate than love, flowed like nauseous lava on the streets. As we watched mesmerized, religious fundamentalism and unbridled free market fundamentalism waltzed arm in arm like lovers, changing the landscape around us at a speed that was exhilarating for some and devastating for others. It's extraordinary how sworn enemies can find common ground in each other's worst prejudices. The speed at which educational institutions are being dismantled, the destruction of universities with fine track records, the elevation of phantom universities that exist only on paper. The vulnerable are being cordoned off and silenced. The vociferous are being incarcerated. God help us to get our country back. Those are examples of what happens when the worst traits of a nation take hold. And that is where we are as a nation right now. Azadi is a powerful example of how the best traits of patriotism can confront and challenge the worst traits of nationalism. And I have a feeling that we're going to need to learn how to do that very well.